Hi everyone, Coder Steve here. In this video I'm going to show you how you can insert data into a MySQL database using PHP. If you've been watching some of my previous videos, you can see I add lots of good code which you can use on your websites. If you like my video, please subscribe to it and hit the like button. So I'm going to show you how you can insert data into your MySQL database using PHP, and we'll do that now. So firstly, you want to go to your cPanel or wherever you got your database and click here, and I'm going to use this database database. So I'm going to add a new table and I'm going to call it data, and we're going to give it, say for instance, four columns, so I can show you in the tutorial. So if we click go, right, so we've got four columns ready to fill in. I'm going to fire this up and I'm going to call one ID data 1, data 2, data 3. I'll just put the things there like that. So we've got ID first. I'll copy this one. This is going to be your primary key, so put your ID as the first one, give it an int like that, because it's a number, and we're going to give it 11 as that. We're going to make it auto increment. This A underscore I means auto increment and primary. We set that as the primary key. So every time a new insert's been actioned, it will insert a new row with a new ID that auto increments, as in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And that will just keep auto incrementing. So the next one we'll stick in there data 1 and put in data 2 and data 3. Now I'm going to give these a length of 250. So I'm going to change this to a variable character, a varchar, or whatever you want to call it, and put these in there like that. And that's how to create your database, to store your database. You can rename these anything you want, but it's always wise to have an ID. So rename them whatever you want. So I'll click save. Oh, duplicate content. Sorry, my bad. Need to change that to 3. So 1, 2, 3. So then we'll save. There you go. Right, we've got our table. We've clicked this. Click data. You can see there's 0 rows in there, and that's where they're going to appear. ID data 1, data 2, and data 3. So if we go back to the website now, right, this is what I've created. I've created a little insert form. So I've called it field 1, field 2. I'll change this to say data 1, data 2, and data 3, and then we've got a little insert button here. So I'll show you the files. So it's on our index. So this is my file, index.php, and this is my form. It's a post. So if you're not sure what a post is, please see my video, get and post methods, how to use get and post methods. I've got a video on that explaining that. I've got quite a lot of good videos coming along on this channel. So we're going to change this to say data 1, data 2, and you put the name in here. Call that data 1, data 2. Oh, take that T off, it ain't going to work. Data 1, data 2, and because we've got 3, I'm going to add another one. So you just copy the line again. You know, you can copy it again to put a new one in. You know, you can experiment with this and get used to adding data to your database. I've got videos on how to delete data from your database, how to select data from your database. So please give them a look if you want to. So I'm going to create a new file name. and I'm going to call it, I'll call it insert, like that. Insert.php. You can name this anything you want. So you can name that anything you want. So I'll save the website and we'll call it index, and we'll refresh the page like this. See, I've got data 1, data 2, and data 3. And if I click this, because it goes to insert.php, need to make sure there's nothing there. Right, so if I click it, you'll see what happens. Nothing happens. There's no, it's a 404 error page. So I'll hit back. I'll show you how to create your insert and actually put it into the database now. So it ain't too hard, but it's obviously easy for me because I've been doing it a long time. So if you're a beginner, you know, keep practicing. You know, you can do well out of PHP. You can make a lot of money. You can build websites about anything really. So let's go. Well, I'm gonna to make the insert.php file. You look here, I've got nothing there at all. So what I'll do is I'll click File, Save to Website, but I'll actually rename this file, and I'll name it to insert.php. So now I've got a file called insert.php. So if I want to get rid of this, or I can leave it there, it's not a problem. And I could just write here, data inserted. I'll just make that big using some of these little roles. So I'll make it size 3, give it the font Adana. That's quite an easygoing font. Click OK. Got a couple line breaks. I will actually get rid of that because I don't need that anymore. So it just says data inserted. So we'll save to the website for now. And if I just to put in something, it would, you know, if I click this, it's going to say data inserted. But obviously nothing was inserted because I didn't fill in the form in any way or form. So if I hit back, we want to actually put that data, what I'm going to put in here, into this database. So we need to build that at the top of the insert.php file. So firstly, you want to start with your opening PHP tag and then put an ending PHP tag. So now you know you can put your code in here. Now we want to include this file called con.php. You have to include this because that's my connection. That basically holds my database details. If you don't know how, just create a file called con and look at some of my other videos and you'll see what I've put in there. It's just a bit of code, and I can paste it. I can show you that bit of code. Just create a file called con and put in one line of code. So a PHP opening tag, PHP ending tag, like I've just done. Then this bit of code with your database details, and put that in and create a file called con, etc. So we'll go back to my file. So you want to use to get con, you can use include and put it in here. So now I know I'm connected to my database. Straight away I'm connected. So that's the first step, and then we want to put in the post variables. So I'm just going to get them like this, and I'm pretty sure, just go back to my index file and just check it. We call them data 1, data 2 and data 3. There's the names, so that's the variables we want to get, and because they're post, I'll show you how to put them in. You put them up the top here like this, and we'll call that one data, and we'll call this one data. Change this to say post, like that. And then I can copy this 3 times and just add 1, 2 and 3 on. So we do that like that. Oh. So we've got data 1, data 1, data 2, data 2, data 3, and data 3. So that's your variables, but that ain't actually inserting them. I can show you how to insert the data now. So if we write a little statement, then you know this bit of code what I'm going to put here shows you how to insert the data. So if we go back to my little sheet, I always keep my codes in this sheet. Anything I've used before, it's really handy to have something like this. So look, I've got one here that says insert a row. So I'll copy that and I'll show you. I'll paste this in here and then we'll change it. So I'm inserting into, I created a table called data. So firstly we're going to change the code. So insert into data and then excuse me, then we insert the columns. We put the columns, data 2 and data 3. So then you take them bits off, we don't need them. And down here we can put data 1, that one, data 2, I'll keep adding a T, and we've done it again, data 3. So we'll get rid of these ones because we don't need them. So this match that one, data 1, data 2, data 3. The variables all match these. Right, so the query is, it inserts the data into the database, you give it the values that you want to put in, then you run the query, and then after that, I close the query, just with this bit of code here. So I'm going to save that to the website, and that's called insert.php. And as you can see, it's very small bit of code, very small. If you don't want to use an include.con like this, I'll show you what you can do. You can just put in database connection, literally just like this, in the top of the file, and it won't mess it up. But you can just leave it there like that. But make sure these details are correct for your MySQL database. They have to be correct. So you can, instead of using con like this, just use this like this. Yeah, just put that in there like that. I'm going to take that out for now because my script won't work if I leave it in there. So we save that website. So now we've got our insert and we've got our thing. So now we want to insert some data. So I'm going to insert, I'm going to put test data 1. I'll put this in now and we're going to test it out. So we've got our insert file and we've put test data 1, test data 1, test data 1. Change that one to say number 2 and this one to say number 3. So there you go. Right, I'm going to click this and we'll see what happens. And it says data inserted. Now if we go here, there's nothing there, but I'll refresh it. There you go. ID, data 1, data 2, and data 3. And that's how you can insert form data into a MySQL database using PHP. I hope you like the quick tutorial on how to do it. If you like my video, smash the like and subscribe. I've also check out my other videos because I have a lot of interesting bits of code and scripting that I can create. So they're well worth watching if you're learning PHP. Anyway, thanks for watching my video and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.